The universe is a mind-boggling place. From a hot ice to finding more water from the moon, outer space is constantly surprising us. Here are 16 of the most astounding space discoveries of recent times. 1. The sun is bigger than you can even imagine. When you look up at the sky and see the sun beaming down at you, it's hard to tell how truly big it is. So consider this. About 1 million duplicates of Earth could comfortably fit inside of it, according to NASA. And if the sun didn't supply our main energy, we'd be shivering in the dark. Its core releases energy that is the equivalent of 100 billion nuclear bombs. 2. Gamma-ray bursts can release more energy in 10 seconds than our sun will in its entire life. Nothing in the universe rivals the power unleashed during a gamma-ray burst, a brief but incredibly intense flash of high-energy radiation. 3. Hot ice is a thing. About 33 light-years away is an exoplanet called Gliese 436b. The planet is composed of different water elements, which form burning ice. In other words, the ice on the planet remains solid due to pressure, while the extreme surface temperature of 570 degrees Fahrenheit, 300 degrees centigrade, superheats the water, causing it to come off as steam. 4. Neptune has only completed one orbit around the Sun since its discovery. Neptune takes a whopping 165 years to complete one full orbit around the Sun. Since it was discovered in 1846, Neptune only recently finished its first full post-discovery orbit in 2011. 5. Planets can wander through space without a parent star. Not all planets form and stay around stars. Astronomers estimate that there could be more than 200 billion of them floating free and drifting through our galaxy. 6. The sun loses 1 billion kilos per second. Our star sheds around 1.3 trillion particles every second. This equates to roughly 1 billion kilograms of matter per second. Particles in the sun's upper atmosphere are so hot and energetic that they speed out into space as part of the solar wind. 7. Vast amounts of water have been found in space. Earth's oceans may not be that unique. 3 of Jupiter's moons, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto, and 2 of Saturn's, Enceladus and Titan, are thought to have underwater seas. Europa's ocean may contain over twice the volume of water found on Earth. However, the most water ever discovered surrounds a black hole some 12 billion light-years away. This region contains vast amounts of water vapor, the equivalent of 140 trillion times the volume of water in Earth's oceans. 8. Our days are getting longer. Earth's spin speed is slowing. Every year, it takes our planet a little longer to complete one full revolution on its axis. The change is minuscule. However, 1,000 years from now, one day will be 2/100ths of a second longer than today. 9. Uranus is quirky. As the only planet that rotates on its side, Uranus has scientists baffled. Some theories include that the planet's orientation may have been altered at some point by a titanic collision with an asteroid or another planet. Either way, it's the solar system oddball when it comes to planet rotations. 10. Stargazing is almost like looking into the past. Since stars are so far away and their light takes so long to reach Earth, it's possible the star you're looking at is already dead. A good example is the Pillars of Creation, which are part of a region called the Eagle Nebula, that's 7,000 light-years away from us. These pillar-like clouds of dust and gas were first imaged by the Hubble telescope in 1995. But they were actually destroyed at least 6,000 years ago by a supernova. What we're seeing in Hubble's 1995 image is what the pillars of creation looked like 7,000 years ago. 11. Poor Pluto. Pluto was unceremoniously kicked off the team of full-sized planets we consider part of our solar system. The International Astronomical Union reclassified poor Pluto as a dwarf planet in 2006, a move that had astrologers and many a stargazer alike upset at the demotion. Pluto lost its status due to being just half the width of the United States, way smaller than any of the other planets sharing the same status in the solar system. 12. A long trip. The last time our solar system was in its current position around the Milky Way, the earliest dinosaurs were first roaming the Earth. That's because it takes a whopping 230 million years for our solar system to complete one single orbit around the Milky Way. 13. Black holes belch stars. A black hole can actually suck up a star and burp it back out. When a star gets sucked up into a black hole, it will release a huge jet of plasma. This burp can span hundreds of light years. When the star is ripped apart by the gravitational forces of the black hole, some part of the star's remains falls into the black hole, while the rest is ejected at high speeds. 14. Mars is a bit rusty. Although there isn't any water on Mars, it's rusty red on its surface, and so is its sky. Earth rust is made from iron and water, and one theory about the iron oxide on Mars is that it probably formed many eons ago, when there may have been water on the planet. There's still ice at its north and south polar caps, just like on Earth. 15. Moon water might one day be a thing. A study has found that the moon might one day be a space resource for water, as it contains a lot more H2O than previously thought. Scientists conclude we could extract water from pyroclastic deposits, a substance on the moon made mostly of volcanic blast beads, formed during ancient explosive eruptions. 16. Mars has the longest valley. If you thought the Grand Canyon was big, that's nothing compared to Valles Marineris. At 4,000 kilometers long, this immense system of Martian canyons is more than 10 times as long as the Grand Canyon on Earth. The universe is so vast it's extremely difficult to know the full extent of its complexities. Humans can only scratch at the surface of its immensity, but whenever we do, we pick up remarkable information and images, which are awe-inspiring and baffling in equal measure. If you have a news tip, correction or comment, let us know. More of Mind Energizer is coming soon.